Hello there, troopers. Welcome back to not General Kenobi's bunker, but it is your host, General Kenobi. And welcome. I know. I said I wasn't gonna go live tonight, but I just miss you guys too much. So if you see me looking over to the side, I'm actually saying hi to TikTok tonight as well. I figured why not? Why deprive my fans of the multi-platform experience going on here? So, how is everybody doing on this fine Wednesday night? I hope that you guys are doing cool. I hope that you're doing good. I hope you're having an awesome week, actually. I hope that if it's not been an awesome week, hey, at least it's hump day, right? So, the end of the week is coming up. So yeah, I actually, guys, let me know over here on YouTube if you guys can hear me. Again, this is definitely not my usual setup, but like I said, I just wanted to stop by and say hi real quick. So let me know, guys, if on the chat if you can hear me. Hopefully, and so again, hope you're having a really awesome Wednesday. And man, did we have some heat today from Disney Plus? Those Star Wars shows are killing it. All right, I gotta tell you, today's both episodes were pretty fun. Okay, and of course, I'm referring to the episode for Mandalorian season 3, episode 4, along with Bad Batch season 2, episode, what is it, 14 already, which is kind of crazy to think. So we only got two more episodes for Bad Batch, which are basically gonna be the uh, the season finale. So that's gonna get pretty interesting. Um, but yeah, I kind of like today's episode. Pause for effect. Excuse me. Sorry guys. So I'm out here, very much away from Texas. I'm actually in Michigan, where the weather is very, very different. Okay, so starting to feel it, starting to catch up to me. So I apologize if I sound a little funky. It's because all the weather changes now. But to smooth things down, I am having a very cold, refreshing beverage. And in case you guys don't know, so I'm actually drinking some zombie killer from Nectar. Pretty good stuff. So my buddy turned me on to this a couple days ago, and I'm not gonna lie, kind of like it. Hard cider with honey and cherry. Good combination, if you ask me. So yeah, cheers. I'm sure that's gonna make me feel just that much better. But let me catch up here with the chat. Um, over here on YouTube. What is going on, LeBron? Thank you so much for joining me, and I appreciate you, brother. Thanks. Thank you for letting me know that you can actually hear me. Again, I'm definitely not on my usual setup, so I'm hoping that this is going through just fine. Nostalgic Toys Plus, what's up, man? Thank you so much for joining, and I appreciate you confirming that you can actually hear me. Mando and Bad Batch was awesome. Yes, sir, they were. We'll talk a little bit about that. Um, Pickled vodka, man. Ooh, color me interested. Gotta try that sometimes. Um, so yeah, we'll man, so much to talk about. Okay, so first things first. Again, guys, if you haven't for some reason, definitely go watch Mandalorian episode for this week, the one that just dropped this morning, along with Bad Batch. Okay, both of them dropped this morning. Both are actually pretty good. All right, very fun stuff. So definitely go check that out. Uh, and so yeah, so make sure you check those out. I don't know. What are you guys feeling? Should we talk a little bit spoilers? I'll tell you what. Let's talk Bad Batch first, since most people I think are kind of dropping that show. Honestly, unfortunately, I feel it's finally coming to some of the best episodes that we've had so far, and it's a little bit of a shame because it might be too little, too late. We got today's episode was the last one before the season finale, which is going to be a with the two-part episode. So that's coming up already, I think, next week. So um, yeah, we're pretty much done with the season, and I kind of like the way they're going now. It's just again, I kind of feel like it's a little bit too late. So I'm not entirely sure how it's gonna go. But the thing is, they this episode was pretty good. I felt that they finally got back to Crosshair. the thing that they were doing good, they actually got to show us some pretty cool stuff about sort of like the rebellion, I guess, if you want to call it that, which is just clone based right now, which I thought was pretty cool. I actually enjoyed that part quite a bit. And so, hey, Isela, what's going on? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. And so, yeah, I mean, it kind of pissed me off a little bit because, again, the episode was really good, but we're pretty much at the end of the season. So I'm like, where was all of this, like 12 episodes ago? Um, yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things. So this episode for Bad Batch, they actually had a little bit of a heist, just like we kind of do um, always, but with a twist. They were like actually rescuing some clones from the Empire, and we don't know where they were going, right? Or at least not yet. But we're definitely gonna find out. And so we start to see some of this, I would say very very early stages of the rebellion, kind of take place. And I'm all here for it, right? I thoroughly enjoyed that part of the episode. I thought it was cool. The ships looked awesome. I love the ship that the clones were using. It had that that like boarding ship on it. Oh man, it was awesome. So the action was really good. We got to see a few familiar faces for the clones that are not the Bad Batch. So I actually really enjoyed that part too. And we're starting to see that how the Empire is sort of handling the clones. Sort of what are they doing? Like you guys are they're starting to question me a little bit too much, guys. I don't know if I can jive with that. And so man, they're like, you know what? We're just gonna ship you out to facilities where you will never return. And so that's yeah, very interesting. But again, really good episode of Bad Batch. Go watch it if you haven't. It definitely is worth the watch today. It's just, oh man, it's just a little bit tough to say that this has been a good season. All right, we're down to the season finale, which I'm more convinced than before that it's actually gonna go really really cool. I think the episodes are gonna be really nice. The storyline, but again, it might just be a little bit too late. Too little, too late, like they say. Let me catch up real here, quick here on the chat on YouTube. I can't even talk tonight, but yeah, I'm glad I'm doing this. Why not? Whoa, we got Mr. Hollywood in the house, Nerd Affiliated. Guys, if you haven't, definitely go check out and subscribe Nerd Affiliated over here on YouTube. They're also on TikTok. Don't forget. Uh, awesome content creator. Definitely go check him out. This dude's been, not pulling any punches when it comes to Mando this season. Not that I blame you at all, but definitely go check him out. He says the heist at the beginning was amazing. Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed that. Um, like I said, it kind of wanted to start us off with a familiar formula, right? But this one works really well. Why? Because one, it's not the Bad Batch. Two, they're actually rescuing clones, and you're like, whoa, 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 what's gonna happen to those dudes if they don't get rescued? So stakes are high, which I actually enjoyed that quite a bit. And they were going to the facility where Crosshair is. Yes, more than likely they were being sent to Mount Tantis, which is where all the cloning sort of illegal experimentation is going on right now. So very I'm actually very curious what's gonna come out of that facility. Are we gonna see a proto Snoke? Are we gonna see a proto Palpatine? Another baby Silo Beast? I don't know. I'm ready for all of it though. LeBron says Clone Rebellion. Yes. So I took this as the very early stages of rebellion, of course, against the Empire. But I kind of did dig that it was pretty much all clones because it makes sense, right? I mean, these dudes were bred as soldiers. They now they're being phased out against their will, and now their brothers are being sent to they don't even know where at this point, and to never come back. So that motivates people for sure. Once again, cheers. If anybody, zombie killer, pretty good stuff. Refreshing. And Mr. Hollywood says, "Dude, this new bad guy is giving Throne a run for his money. Yeah, he is pretty evil. Seems like pretty motivated too. Um, he definitely gives me Tarkin vibes. He's a scientist. It seems like he's specializing in cloning or wants to specialize in cloning, and so um, that raises the stakes again as to what are they gonna do with this technology. Very very curious again. So finally, I feel that Bad Batch has been having a good streak. Unfortunately, it's towards the end of the run for the season. I don't even know uh, if and when they're gonna come back with another season. So we're gonna have to just wait and see, I guess. Oh, so my YouTube is sort of crapping out here. Sorry guys, I'm actually on my Chromebook now. My usual setup. Again, I'll use that as an excuse for the poor quality this time around. LeBron says they're taking clones out like old Yeller. Ooh, yeah, they really are though. That's exactly what they're doing. Hey Archer, which is the another persona for our buddy Archer over at Nerd Affiliated and Hey Archer. Based on the average score, I think it's better than Mando so far. Ooh, tough order. If we are going by the latest episodes, right? So when Mando started, I guess, broadcasting, or when Mando came back, and at the same time we were having Bad Batch episodes. I don't know, man. You might not be that far off. Maybe today is sort of the exception, and I'm not necessarily saying that Mando was that much better than Bad Batch today, but I see where you're coming from. I definitely do. Whoa, what is going on? Thanks so much for being here, man. Appreciate you, brother. Um, LeBron, we haven't, man. It's just been a crazy ride. So we recorded that first episode. Then he got a little bit sick the following week. Then I was busy last week, and now I'm traveling. So I gotta tell you, we're not doing a very good job at it. If at this point, we're 1 for 3. So I don't know, man. We're probably gonna have to call that one a no show anymore. Bro, why was this show not about Clone Force saving clones? Dude, see, that's what I've been saying since the beginning of season 2, okay? Why can't this show be about Clone Force 99, the Bad Batch, saving younglings, saving old Jedi, saving, clones, like rogue clones, um, maybe saving some of the, Republic politicians that, didn't want to join the Empire, people that maybe could later on form a sort of band or a rebellion together. Just saying. So I agree, man. I don't know why they didn't go that route from the beginning. Uh, exactly. It's the Clone Underground Railroad, which I don't know. Can we call it the path, just like it did in Obi-Wan? I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, right. Maybe, maybe. Hey, speaking of Yukon, what is going on, brother? Guys, if you haven't checked out, and I'm pretty sure you did because my man just hit 1,500 subscribers on YouTube. Very well done, brother. But in case you haven't, definitely go check out Yukon Phil over on YouTube. Appreciate you, brother, for stopping by. So, yes, this new look is a forced one because I'm actually at a hotel. I'm traveling. I am in Michigan this week. Um, I am in, where am I actually? I'm like in Rochester Hills or something like that. I think that's where I am. But yeah, um, and as I said before, I wasn't really gonna do a high ground episode, which I don't want to call this a high ground episode because it's definitely not as structured. But yeah, I just want to talk to you guys tonight. Feeling lonely, okay? I don't have friends out here. Scratch that. I do have friends, but I'm just tired today. Really long day, really long week actually. And so today I just wanted to unwind a little bit, talk to you guys because we did have some pretty good episodes for Star Wars tonight. So once again, guys, refresh yourself with some Zombie Killer Cider. Not sponsored, but I wanna be. Hit me up, guys. Delicious killing. Up thirst, not anyway. Everybody saying hi to each other on the chat. We got Eben. What is going on, brother? Thank you so much for joining, man. So again, guys, sorry I didn't even give you a heads up for this live. Like I said, I went back and forth, and I decided not to be an old man and not go to sleep too early. I figure I'll chat with you guys for a few minutes at least. Nerd affiliated, my man Hey Archer says that scene when he inhales the toxin is hard. Like, dude, right? I was like, wow. I was like, did they have like sleeping gas? And then Doctor Frankenstein over there just walks in through the toxin, and I'm like, okay, well, did I miss something? Like, does the guy have like robotic lungs? And he's like, nope. I've just inhaled so much of my own toxin that I designed that I'm kind of, impervious to it. So I was like, oh, dude's taking a few hits then. Um, Spice, exactly, yeah. Let's see here. Everybody saying hi to each other. Whoa, my brothers, Countdown City Geekcast, the absolute best media group in all of San Antonio. What is going on, brothers? Thanks so much for joining. General Kenobi, what's up? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Look who we got here tonight, guys. We got some royalty in the house. Sleeping Collectibles, man. Welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Um, Now I'm ashamed that I have such a shitty setup. But yeah, guys, like I said, I'm in the hotel. This is just about the best I can do. Lightning is horrible here, as you can probably see on the camera. But we're here, we're chatting, we're having a good time. We're trying to figure out where Bad Batch is going. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Thank you so much, brother. I really do appreciate it. Let's see. Again, everybody saying hi. Sleeping. Yeah, man. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate you. Says I don't have him either. Yeah, dude, it's kind of hard. So I know I do have a friend out here. She's actually a friend from high school, believe it or not. And luckily enough, she lives like 20 minutes away from here, so it's pretty cool. We've been hanging out the last couple of days. But I'm just tired today. Again, I'm old. It's been a rough week. Just a lot of work, a lot of stuff. But those episodes tonight, they almost made it all fade away. So that's why I want to talk to you guys tonight about that. LeBron says, Mr. Snuggles and Chicken Dragons. Yeah, man, I saw that little cute, horrible raptors, with no feathers or no skin almost. Those things look funky. Uh, so let's switch gears real quick. A little bit of an announcement, actually. Guys, Star Wars Celebration is about to happen in London at the beginning of next month. So we're about, I think, 3 weeks away. Um, I would highly, highly suggest that you check out my brother Tony from Star Wars Sith YouTube because he's giving you all of the download of where to go, how to tune in to the panels, how to get some of the exclusive, let me say that, exclusive merchandise that is going to be offered, at the convention. So definitely go follow him on YouTube. If you guys are going to London, I hate you. We can't be friends anymore. No, I'm just kidding. Bring me back something, please. I want it. I want it all. So yeah, if you guys are gonna go to London, definitely go check out Star Wars Sid. He's giving you the rundown of the panels, of the guests, of the pins that you can win, buy, or trade for at the different locations. Checklist for all of the exclusives. So definitely go check them out, guys. Celebration. I think we're gonna have some really big um, announcements. However, we did get a big announcement a couple of days ago, or actually yesterday, that Daniel Lindelof actually just exited the Star Wars project that he was working on. And I gotta be honest with you. Here's the interesting thing about that. That I thought his movie was the one they're going to announce for 2025, which is right around the corner, guys. So I don't know what Disney's doing. I don't know what's going on over there. But yeah, doesn't look good, guys. Does not look good. Again, I thought we were having a pretty cool announcement on Celebration for hopefully another movie. I'm not so sure anymore. Again, Lindelof is off the project apparently, and that rumors were that he was actually gonna get his own trilogy. Apparently, he's not gonna get anything uh, because again, he left the project. I haven't read, if there's any details about it. If he, got into a fist fight with Kathleen Kennedy, or if he punched somebody of the crew. I don't know what happened. I'm just, spitballing here, but apparently he's out. So that's gonna get interesting. We'll see with how this affects the schedule. Really, that's what I'm most worried about. I just don't want them to pull every single movie that they already had slated for Star Wars. Because honestly, it doesn't make sense, guys. Like it's Star Wars. We should be having a movie at least every couple of years, and it's been too long, in my humble opinion. It's been 3 years and counting since the last Star Wars movie in theaters, and it's just not fair. It seemed like we were gonna get one in 2025. Now I don't know. So I'm definitely gonna be, keeping my ear to the ground. Let's see what happens. Let's see if and what is announced during celebration. Um, Again, are we gonna have a different Star Wars movie in 2025 that they're gonna try to pull forward, or they're gonna try to get somebody to finish the one that Lindelof was working on? Not too sure, guys. Really not too sure. Um, Hey, what is up, Ed? Rebels, Reptiles, and Games. Thank you so much for joining, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Evan says, I'd rather them take their time instead of giving us more disappointment. I agree, uh, in principle for sure, but it scares me a little bit that every single time they seem to announce like an upcoming project or something that's very very close to being finished, and all of a sudden something happens and they like it all goes away again. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on with people over there, with the scheduling, with the management, or the route that they're trying to take. I don't know if they were pushing a story that nobody wanted. I really don't know. But the point is that it doesn't look good for 2025. So again, Star Wars London, Star Wars Celebration in London is coming up in a few weeks. So we are gonna hear from the official Lucasfilm team as to what's coming down the pipeline. Again, I'm hoping for movies. I really want a movie in theaters for Star Wars. But at this point, it just seems that all of the usual suspects have been dropping one by one. So again, I don't even know. I don't even know how many like actual movie developments they're actually having. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on. LeBron says I don't think Disney knows what they're doing. Either they're getting as bad as WB, man. Don't even get me started on those guys. Evan says it's probably a mess at Lucasfilms. I think so. Uh, it definitely looks that way from the outside. So Ed from Rebels Reptiles Game says Mandalorian new episode was fire. All right. So let's switch gears again. I just wanted to cover that bit of news, in the Lucasfilm, like uh, uh, the what are they doing this week? We'll see how that goes. Pause for refreshment. Cheers. So, Mandalorian. I hope that everybody watched it already, okay? I'm not gonna go super, super deep on it, but whew, whew, it was a fun episode, okay? Um, yes, I'm still gonna nitpick at it a little bit, but overall, yes, it was definitely a fun episode. More fun than I think we've had in a little while with Mandalorian. Um, oh man, so we got to see something that we've been missing, from the trailer that we knew was coming again from the trailer of season three, but we had not seen it. And I'm pretty sure everybody here knows, even if you haven't watched the episode, but it's a flashback to Order 66. Yes, again, because why not? Just keep twisting that knife. We love it. And the cool thing about this flashback is that they actually went a little longer, right? More so than just a few flashes. We got some full on action at the Jedi Temple uh, during the Purge. We had the 501st, just going in, blasting dudes left and right, Jedi taking out as many clones as they could. Uh, and and then we finally, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, we finally find out who actually rescued Grogu from the Jedi Temple during the Purge. You believe that? Finally, after what is it, 3 almost 4 years of wondering where the heck did Grogu come from, now we kind of know, who actually rescued him, and it was awesome. Okay, I really enjoyed what they did with the character. Of course, I'm talking about Master Caloran Beck, who came into existence during the Jedi Temple trials, which was basically like a game show for children. And so he was the host of that show, but he just made the jump into live action TV show, or I should say, series, because he wasn't a TV show before. But man, he brought it. Okay, that made him look like a badass. All right, not gonna lie, thoroughly enjoyed it. He was doing the dual wielding lightsaber, taking dudes left and right, pushing the one poor clone like off the ledge, with the force. That was a little bit excessive. Not gonna lie, like that dude did not have a fun way down. Um, but yeah, so it seems that Keller and Beck rescued Grogu from the temple, ran away, and then some buddies of his actually lent him a ship, and they flew right out. Right? Okay, so um, more stuff happened in the episode. Some of it that we sort of called it here. We sort of knew that was a lot of it was coming. Some of it maybe not so much, but um, what I wanted to bring up, just in case you guys don't know or you haven't seen in social media, which again by now I think everybody has. The actor that portrays Kelleran Beck, Jedi Master Kelleran Beck, his name is Ahmed Best, and he is no stranger to Star Wars because in 1999 he starred as the voice and the stand-in for Jar Jar Binks in Episode One. Can you believe that? So we all know how that went for him. Not very well, to be honest. The older fans did not like Jar Jar at all. Even some of the younger ones were not too, uh, I guess, amused by him. But as one grows old, you start looking fondly at some of the stuff that maybe you sort of cringed at when you were younger. And I thought it was pretty cool when they brought him for that show, for that kid show, as Keller and Beck. But then that show I don't think did very well. I think it had a few episodes. I don't think it lasted very long. But I always thought it was cool. I was like, yeah, it's cool that he came back and he got to be a Jedi this time around. But now with this episode, he's back and in force. So again, I feel that they were trying to do right by him. And again, I like the Phantom Menace. I didn't mind Jar Jar. I mean, I'm not gonna say he was my favorite character, but I didn't hate him either. Maybe because I was younger, obviously back then. I didn't mind him so much, but I do love that they are playing homage or even righting a wrong, quote unquote, by doing this, by showing him to be again a very powerful Jedi and very integral now to the story of the Mandalorian. Again, he's the guy who saved Baby Yoda from the 501st. So I loved it. It's so cool that we got to see that in live action. It's so cool that Dave Filoni would put that in his script. So again, I thoroughly enjoyed it, uh, quite a bit. So let me see here on the chat because I am falling way behind. Um, Nerd affiliated says this is where I checked out. Ooh, all right. So didn't like it then. It was cool. He got to be a Jedi in the kid game show. Now on Mando. Yes, absolutely. Very fun episode. Yeah, I had fun with it. Honestly, he was a badass. Yep, yep, yep. Absolutely. Sal, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for being here, man. Appreciate you. He definitely took their. Yeah, yeah, man. Like that. He pushes out that poor clone trooper again, like just off the ledge. Off he goes, right? Ahmed is the best. Yes. Sal says, I still love Phantom Menace. Yeah, I do too. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I rewatch it like periodically. And like I said, I never bumped too much into Jar Jar. Like I said, he definitely was not my favorite character, but I did not hate him either. Ed, don't worry, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Thanks so much for hanging out here with us again. Sort of like impromptu live here going on. Um, Yeah, exactly. So the show was barely getting started, and then it just kind of died on its own. Um, so yeah, I mean, I don't know what you guys think. I think again, think it was a fun episode. I think they did justice, to the character. I think that overall, they did good. Um, but okay, so I'm sorry, this is me. Like I kind of have to nitpick a little bit here. Uh, the episode was super fun. Okay, you had a bunch of Mando stuff. You had a um, awesome flashback, right? We had a lot of action. All of that is cool. Visually, it's very very nice. It was super fun. However, I I still don't fully know where we're going with this story. If I'm being honest, we are halfway into season 3 of The Mandalorian. That's right, kids. Halfway. We only got 4 more episodes left until God knows when. Could be another year, could be another 2 years for all we know. So I'm not entirely sure where we're going with this story. I don't see. I don't really see a clear path. Um, it seems that Grogu is gonna stick around with the Mandos, which we kind of knew from since Book of Boba Fett. Uh, it was very cool to see him training. Again, he got another piece of armor for some reason. I think the biggest takeaway for the story here is that Bo-Katan sort of won, I guess, the approval of the other Mandos by rescuing that kid. Um, but I feel that I don't know. I feel that it was maybe like too obvious. No, let me take that back. Maybe not necessarily too obvious, just too small of a pay for this episode. Like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the point of it is. Maybe not yet. And so super fun. Again, I'm not complaining about the action. I'm not complaining about the visuals at all. Um, Flashback for Order 66. We kept getting hit with it, and I'm starting to be this. Like it's not hitting as much as it did before. So I don't know. I don't want to see Order 66 that many more times. At least not for a little while. Also, while Ahmed Best stuff, was incredible. I love that, that he showed up. It could have been other Jedi, and I think it would have fit better the story. I mean, I would definitely take Quinlan Voss over, Keller and Beck. Like, I'm sorry, that's just, I think it would have made more sense to the story. Um, and so, yeah, the story with the Mandos, it's sort of showcasing how they're integrating Bo-Katan into their clan, I guess. But at the same time, I'm like, hey guys, like we only got a few episodes this season. Like we kind of need to move along. I don't necessarily need to see how they become buddies, right? Again, how they've made up and are now all one big happy family. I did like that their numbers seem to have been growing. We saw a lot more Mandos this episode, so I really do like that. But yeah, I don't know. I felt that the whole rescue mission to save the kid took a little bit too long. It was a little bit too convoluted. She tracks the bird with the plane with her ship. Why not just, you know, get there, disembark on his nest, and like bring back the kid herself? That would have made her a hero, I think. In the how do you call it? In the eyes of the Covenant, right? In the eyes of the other Mandos. But no, she comes back. She tells them where they are. They mount a hunting party somehow, and they're like, "All right, now let's go. Now let's all go." I'm like, "Hey, man, it's been like 3 days by this point. This kid is dead." To the surprise of nobody, it's Paz Vizsla's kid. Sorry, spoilers. So again, we called it. I called it. I think everybody else on YouTube called it. That he was somehow related to Paz, and sure enough, it's his son. I don't know who Paz Vizsla had a kid with. That interests me. All right, I'm just gonna say I'm a little bit curious. But let's see. My man, nerd affiliated, is showing us here. He says, "My beefs. One, they had Baby Yoda escape plan out of nowhere. Two, that bird jacks younglings all the time. They have no defense. Yeah, I agree on that one. Three, It kept the kid alive for 24 hours in its belly. Yeah, I think that's where I bumped into it the most too. So I thought that he, had gone and dropped it off, and maybe the kid was fighting the dragon chicken things. Um, and I was like, all right, this kid's pretty tough. Like he's been fending off, being eaten by these like dragon babies. But no, he was just regurgitated. So apparently it was in the stomach or in the throat of the chicken dragon mama. So yeah, I agree. That was a little bit funky. Like I said, I felt that there was too much of a time lapse between the kid being abducted and them actually getting him back. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. Archer says she should have rescued the kid solo the same day of the. So yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, right? Like that would have made her a badass into the eyes of the rest of the Mandos. She would have been like, whoa, whoa, like we keep losing kids to this damn dragon chicken, and Bo-Katan just went out there by herself, got the kid back, probably killed the chicken dragon, So I see that. LeBron says we need more Voss. Yeah, I want to see Quinlan Voss. Okay, I need to see him live action. They're also on this planet to save production money. Just go back to Mandalore. It's right there. Yes, I agree. Um, they seem to have the numbers now. Like they seem to have quite a bit of Mandalorians, which I dig. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm ready for a Mandalorian army, but I kind of want to know where we're going. What's the next step? Like again, we're halfway into the season, so unless all of the following episodes, which is only four more, are just bangers, that they've furthered the story quite a bit. Uh, yeah, again, we it might be too little, too late, guys. I'm not sure. LeBron says the kid should be named Pez. I like it. Pez Vizsla. See what he did there? That's freaking genius. Seriously, Star Wars, what is going on, man? Thank you so much for joining me. Guys, if you haven't, you definitely need to go check out Seriously Star Wars. He's about to hit 1K in like no time. This dude is a content machine, okay? Definitely go check him out. Go check out our previous episode of The High Ground where he was actually my guest. So appreciate you stopping by, man. Thank you so much. Nerd Affiliated says, so those birds are part of Mandalore. That being said, they're still they're still biting House of the Dragon with the direction they're gonna go. Yeah, I agree. What he's referring to is that they actually stole the baby chicken dragons and brought them back to be trained, to be pets, to be I don't know, to be reinforcements. Not entirely sure. Boss was in Phantom Menace. Yeah, he was, or at least that's what we like to believe for sure. Nerdphilly says, "I'd love it if the Mandos stumble on the First Order building up, but no one in the Republic believes them." Yeah, so that is probably gonna be the main theory, at least, is that all of this is leading up to the creation, or at least the beginning of the creation of the First Order, and we know this since like season one, right? Like around that time. So it's gonna be interesting, and we've known Dave Filoni to sort of try to retcon, or not retcon, but like how can I say, like mainstream and connect, the original trilogy to the sequel trilogy, and it seems like he's gonna do some of that here in Mando. We kind of see some inklings of that on Bad Batch as well, so I definitely can see him showing the First Order uh, start being a threat here on Mandalorian. So it's gonna be interesting, I think. Um, Bo will be the Khaleesi. Oh, absolutely, man. Like they are. Yeah, she's getting a lot of attention, which I like. I do like her character. I do feel that it's cool that they're focusing on her. Just maybe not so much. Okay. This is, what about Din Djarin? I don't think he's had any like character development this season. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting for sure. LeBron says Bo-Katan, mother of dragons, mother of chicken dragons. I take that. But what do you guys think? I mean, for those of you who have seen it, is this the best episode so far in the season? I could see that 'cause it's definitely been one of the most fun. With Mandalore, I think with Mandalorian, I think I'm trying to curve my expectations. Okay, I I don't want to ruin it for myself if I don't have to. But I'm definitely not expecting as much as I did at the beginning of this season. That's for sure. Again, I still don't know what the actual plot for the overall season is, what the arc is. Um, it seemed like it was gonna be going back to Mandalore, and they did, and they haven't gone back. And I'm like, you got a bunch of troops. You guys can probably just go live in Mandalore. Nobody's gonna care because nobody knows that the planet, is actually not poison or not, super radioactive and all that stuff. So I don't know. I kind of like to see that, at least, like I said, at some direction of where we're going. Cheers. Little SMR right there. So, what do you guys think? Did I miss something? Is the direction for this season as is it clear for you guys? Like, am I the one that's maybe not catching up to what they're trying to do here? Hey, Nilda, thank you so much for stopping by. Guys, again, if you haven't, for some crazy reason, and you haven't heard about Appetite for Collectibles, go check her out on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, just everywhere. Nilda, one of the coolest cats out here in the community. Great, great collector and ambassador for her universe, which is Ashley Eckstein's Star Wars based, clothing line. So definitely go check her out. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. My brother, what is going on? Whoops. Sorry. There you go. Take two. My brother, what is going on, Elijah? Uh, Thank you so much for stopping by, man. Yeah, I know I said I wasn't gonna live stream tonight, but like I was telling these guys earlier, I miss you guys. And I figured you would miss me too. So why not chat for a little bit, right? Uh, we've been talking a little bit, or actually not even a little bit. We're talking quite a bit now. We're going on almost 45 minutes on the two shows that dropped tonight, or this morning. And again, very good episodes, both of them. If you haven't, definitely go check them out, guys. Don't let me spoil it for you, okay? Go check out Bad Batch. Go check out Mandu. Come back and let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think? Was I completely off the mark? Did you actually agree with what I'm saying? So yeah, let me know down in the comments. Thank you. Neil is saying hi to LeBron. LeBron says the chicken dragons probably taste like alligator and chicken, probably, which I think is just chicken overall. Flex saying hi to LeBron. Um, so yeah, guys, let me know also down in the comments, what do you guys think is gonna happen with this 2025 movie? Are they still gonna announce it in Star Wars Celebration? What do you think? I'm thinking they're gonna have to announce something, because they have been building up the hype quite a bit. And Star Wars Celebration is their main convention, right, for Star Wars, obviously, for Lucasfilm. Uh, so I gotta feel that they have to give us something, right? Like something's gotta happen. I don't know if it's gonna be the movie in 2025 like everybody was thinking before. I honestly don't know. Um, Again, and this is um, because of the announcement that Damon Lindelof, sorry, is exiting, Star Wars. That he has dropped the project he was working on. So I don't know, man. I don't know what they're doing out there. LeBron says, "I think we won't get a movie now. I think we will get a movie. I don't know when, and I don't know from who. Okay, I don't know who's gonna be directing. I don't know when it's gonna, come out." Uh, Archer says, "No point announcing it yet." I don't know, man. Normally I would agree, but like I said, there's been so many rumors, there's been so much hype, and again, this is the last celebration for 2 years, right? So we have a celebration this April. We will not have one in 2024, and then the following one will be 2025 back here in the states. Everybody thinks it's going to be back in Florida. I believe so too, but by that point it's going to be too late to announce it, right? Because supposedly the plan was to actually put out the movie in 2025 so that it would even coincide with the next celebration, right? So I don't know if they let go of that sort of plan. I don't know what they're doing out there. I'll be honest with you. They keep losing directors. Yes, yes, they do. And like I said, it kind of sucks because the rumors were that Damon Lindelof's project was pretty far ahead. Uh, that he had a script, I think he had a cast, things like that. So I don't know if it's now scratch all of that, discard it, back to the drawing board. I don't know. Like I said, I just feel that we keep, as soon as we feel we're going forward with a Star Wars movie, we get pushback and we get, hiccups and we just delay even more. LeBron says they did like DC Comics and announced stuff that never happens. Yeah, that they did. And I mean, all of you guys remember last year during their D23 like earnings call, or yeah, they announced a bunch of projects, right? And since then, like five, maybe six have been, axed or are just not happening, or nobody has talked about ever since. So we don't even know if they're actually in development. Um, so yeah, I think it was kind of like what LeBron is saying, and the shotgun approach, right? It's like, hey guys, we're gonna put out this 25 projects, right? TV shows, movies, games, etc. And now let's see which ones the people are actually interested in, and let's start axing the ones that nobody really cares about. So I don't know. Not sure if that's what they're trying to do. Elijah saying hi to Archer and Joseph the horror guy. Welcome, man. What's going on? Thanks for stopping by, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, guys. In general, I guess that's gonna do it for me. It is a little bit later out here than I normally, stream. Again, I'm not in Texas. I'm in Michigan, which that means apparently that I lose an hour, and so it's later than usual for me. Thank you so much to everybody that stopped here in the chat. Everybody that hit left a like on TikTok. Thank you so much. Let's hope that we can do this more often. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you had a good time. If you can, leave another like, before you leave. Thank you so much for joining me. This was super fun over here on YouTube, guys. Thanks again. I know I didn't even give you a heads up. I'm just about to go live. But I wanted to check in with you guys. I wanted to chat a little bit. I know I've been sort of MIA, but this week has been kicking my butt. Okay, uh, hopefully, or I should be back, this weekend, back into Texas, and back into the swing of things. I got a bunch of footage that I need to cut up, and throw some videos at you, and hopefully you will like them. Um, and little bit of housekeeping, I guess, before we go. Guys, definitely swing by the main channel, General Economics Bunker. We just passed 800 subscribers, guys, which is crazy. Thank you so much for that. And so we're making good headway. I hope that you, if you haven't, please subscribe. And if you already have subscribed, please share the content, to people you think would enjoy it. So once again, thank you to everybody that stopped here in the chat. Thank you to all of the comments. Thank you to TikTok over here on the side. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for leaving your likes. Let me know what you think. You kind of like this, cross stream type of thing. So yeah, again, guys, take care. I hope that you're having a good week. I hope that you have an awesome weekend, guys. Seriously, go check out Bad Batch. Okay. As a matter of fact, do this. Watch Bad Batch first if you haven't, then watch Mandalorian. Boom, mind blown. I know. All right, guys. Thank you so much once again. Have a good night, and may the force be with you. Take care, everyone.